Hello, everybody. Rose Thorne. Sorry, no intro today. I had to jump right into this. So, Foodie is up very, very late. It's after midnight here, almost 12:30. It's about 3 o'clock Foodie's time where she's at. She's up and she's doing a live stream right now called Get No Police in the Morning. So, she did her live streams today. She was raging at Natter, raging at Dee Dee. And she did pop into Gary Unfiltered's chat uninvited. And she was laughing at a couple of things that Gary said, and then she decided to do this live stream. I don't know exactly what she's planning. The title of this live stream is Got No Police in the Morning. What are you going to go to the police with, Foodie? You know, at the title of this live stream, I just keep getting flashbacks to when she went to the cops about Natter in the first place. The reason why she did it was out of jealousy, number one, and also because Natter and Dee Dee were talking about doing something against her first, so she went to the cops before they could, and now here we are again. Dee Dee was talking about doing a cease and desist or something on Foodie, but before that can happen, she's going to go to the cops? I'm not sure. We're going to find out. I want to capture this live stream before she dirty deletes because she's famous for that. So let's jump into this thing.
Cannot sleep.
She's completely in the dark, y'all. Sorry.
I should go get my vape pen. What time is it?
You should be in bed. That's what time it is.
Hey, Alyssa. I'm okay, but I'm just annoyed. The stupid asshole thinks he's gonna, go somewhere tomorrow and have me charged? I'm going first thing in the morning to the fucking Gatineau police to tell his probation officer all the harassing he's been doing when he had a fucking protective order. So good luck. Hi, plain cheeseburgers.
You know, I doubt that whole arc of her going to the cops and pressing charges. I've got my doubts that it was actually real. I honestly think that it was just made up drama for views and for money, and it worked well for Foodie. And I know that she's been hurting for money, so she's just doing it again. She's doing it again. She's looking for drama again to make more money. I know she's hurting for the dollar bill, but really, Foodie, the same thing over and over. If this isn't real, Foodie, you already did this. You already did it. It's already a done deal. So why do it again?
Yay, I'm glad to see you, Beezer. Hey, Kate Bella. I know it's 3 a.m. my time. Not again. Yeah, again. Because he's a piece of crap thinking that I did anything to him. Oh, stop harassing me. Fuck off, the two of you. I cannot wait to go tomorrow. One of us is going to jail. Because he and Dee Dee were so hell bent. First of all, I wanted to be back with him, so yes, I dropped the first order. I don't know.
So once you do that, if you go back to the cops and try to press charges again, how much credibility do you really have, Foodie? Especially if they talk to you and they can just tell you are a scorned woman. And it's not about getting justice for any kind of wrong that was done to you. You're just lashing out at him. So you went to the cops the first time and you involved the legal system, and then allegedly you wanted to press charges, then told them not to, and then here you are mad at him again, and you're going to try to do it again. Well, Dee Dee and Nata revealed they've got all kinds of stuff they can show different people. This would not end well for you if you decided to go.
Because I held a lot of shit back to protect him. And now he's threatening to what? Go to the police? Like, you're fucking stupid piece of crap. Your dumb fucking new fucking lover, and you have done nothing but harass me yourselves. And what, you think you're gonna go turn around now and go to the cops? Oh, I'm gonna go. Don't worry, Alyssa. I know his fucking probation officer's name and everything.
Yeah, and I'm sure the probation officer knows all about you. I'm sure that Natter told his probation officer how you are, how you operate. I'm sure they're familiar with your ways, Chantal. I'm sure they're very familiar. So you might not be doing the damage that you think you will. All it's going to do is make you look worse. And not saying that I'm wishing anything bad upon you, but let's just say if Natter did hurt you at some point, and then you claim that he hurts you, would anybody believe you? Because of all the going back and forth. I don't want Natter to hurt you physically or anything. I'm just saying, if you go to the cops and you cry wolf too much, if something actually real did happen, how much credibility would you have?
And I have receipts from the hotel. Not only did he break the fucking protective order, but at that.
Hold on, I'm confused, y'all. So, as far as the hotel, is she talking about the expensive hotel that she was just at? Because according to Chantal, there were no charges or anything, right? At that time. So, why would it matter?
A hotel while he was breaking the protective order, that's when he abused me again.
Can you prove that though? I mean, because you went to the cops, you involved them, allegedly, and then you said, I don't want to press charges and I'm just mad, blah, blah, blah. So the cops are going to look at you and go, so, Miss Surrault, you filed these charges, or you're about to, on this man, and you took them back. Now you're saying that after that, you went to a motel and you willingly spent time with this man? You drove to see this man? And now you're saying that you want to press charges again? Do you know how they're going to look at you? They're going to look at you sideways.
So fuck you. You're not gonna do that to me. Sorry. He was live. Like, what kind of losers like Dee Dee stay up till 3 in the morning?
Hi, you're up, and it's 3 in the morning where you are.
Just to fucking work. You look real cool. You look like a friggin' puny praying mantis sitting beside her. Scrawny praying mantis sitting
And you wanted to marry that praying mantis. You were all up in his chat saying, I got the ring, I got the dress, claim me. You were desperate to be claimed by that praying mantis, Chantal. And you're angry, even now, that that praying mantis has not claimed you, and Dee Dee is sitting next to the praying mantis. It's weird. You're insulting Dee Dee for being with Natter, saying he's an awful person, and you're right, he is. Although all three of you are. You're all awful people, all of you. But you're throwing shade at Dee Dee, but once upon a time, you were sitting where she's sitting, and you were happy to sit there. So happy, in fact, that you sat there, you gave him thousands of dollars, and you bought him clothes, and you paid for his groceries, paying for the rent, paying for the phone. You were happy to do those things. And now, because you can't sit next to Natter and be in his world, you got nothing but sour grapes. Tell the truth, Chantal. If he called you up and said, I want to be with you. You'd be all up in it. You would be getting in your car right now and racing your butt to Montreal. Regardless of the hour, you would be there. We all know it. You know it. Just say the truth. You're mad because you can't do it because he's cut you off. Or at least that's the appearance he's giving everybody. Although I think that all three of you are still scamming and grifting. I think this whole thing is just drama for views and money. All of it. All of it.
It's like your old grandma. I honestly don't think the cops will listen to them. Don't worry.
They're not going to listen to you
Oh,
either.
don't worry about it. We'll see. Well, I'm not now, and I'm glad I'm not.
You're a liar. You're not glad.
Shut the fuck up, Worm Sheriff, you stupid fucking asshole. Goodbye, dude.
If they were all done with each other, they would be done with each other and block each other off their phones and messengers. The fact that they haven't says everything to me. If you hate someone, you block them, you're done, no more contact, that's it, end of story. But Nader accepted her phone call tonight. Even after he found out it was her, they continued to talk to her. Dee cursed her out. Look, you're done, be done. But they're not done. They keep communicating either by phone or by screaming at each other through their monitors. And involving all of us in this, what should be a private affair. They made it into a public affair, and we're so tired of it. This is so toxic and boring.
What actions? Yeah, Worm is goodbye. She probably does.
And you know what? This live stream she's doing, the one I'm covering, you know that she purposely put in the title, Gatineau Police in the Morning. That wasn't for all of us. That was for them. Knowing that they want her channel. She was firing off a warning shot. Look, I'm going to go to the cops in the morning. Chantal, if you wanted to go to the cops in the morning, the smartest thing you could have done was to keep your freaking mouth shut. Don't let them know what you're going to do. But you let them know ahead of time. So now that they know, they'll probably go very early in the morning just to beat you there. This whole thing is stupid, though. Like, you're going to go to the police for what? Why can't you three idiots leave each other alone? Why can't you just stop talking about each other and to each other? It's just that simple.
Goodbye, right, plain cheese? Let his channel die. He's probably having Dee Dee do some stupid legal shit for him. Like, there's no way they would listen to him. But with Grandma Dee Dee behind him. Hey, Grandma Dee Dee, I know you're listening, you friggin' stupid loser. Anyways. Wearing a Led Zeppelin t-shirt doesn't make you look any cooler. Well, I guess the Led Zeppelin is from the 70s. I'm not going to the police. I'm going to go directly to his probation officer. If he thinks he's going to fucking do that, you promise? He looked, at the end of his stream, he literally looked at the camera, at all 200 people watching you, mostly trolls. or bitter women who are desperate to suck your dick after knowing how many STDs you've.
What are you going to tell his probation officer? Hey, Mr. So and so, I'm mad at Natter because I didn't get what I want. So do something. Like, you seem to forget that someone like a probation officer, they're used to dealing with people who are liars and connivers and manipulators and scam artists and grifters. That person's going to see right through you. Say, I see what's going on here. Scorned woman, angry, got it. That's what they're going to think. They're not going to look at you and go, oh, Chantal, you're so right. He's a horrible person. Let me put him in jail right now. I hope you realize that if this really is a thing, that you go down and you talk to his probation officer, that will be the last time you speak to Natter. You're putting yourself in a corner, Chantal. If you're holding on to any hope of speaking to Natter again or being with him at some point, if you push things that far, no more Natter for you, one way or the other. And do you really want that? Do you really want that? You see, because you don't seem to get it. For every action, there's a reaction. For every action, there's a consequence. If you push things that far, that means no more green bean for you forever. He'll cut off all contact, won't talk to you if you go that far. So, are you just making an empty threat right now, or are you going to do it? Because once you do it, you can't take it back.
You've given me with allegations. They need evidence.
Right. What's the evidence?
I'm answering your calls.
What is the evidence that you have that he went to those motels? You paid for the room. He did not pay for the room. And he barely showed himself on camera. You might have heard his voice here and there, but that's it. But he didn't pay for the room. You did. And I honestly don't think there was a protective order because you said you didn't file charges. It's all messed up. You're just grasping at straws, Chantal, trying to hurt him. And what you don't realize is you can't hurt him because he doesn't care about you. He just doesn't care. I'll tell you who you're hurting though. You're hurting yourself more by pursuing this thing and not letting it go.
Honestly, I used to think he was attractive, but
you still do. Listen, one woman to another, I'm seeing right through you, okay? If you did not still care for Natter, if you weren't still attracted to Natter, you would not be raging this hard, this long, this much. One woman cannot lie to another woman about matters of the heart like that. Do you hear me? Especially if you're a younger woman looking at an older woman, because we've been around the block a little bit more. We know a little bit more. Girl, you are raging this hard, this long, this much because you still feel for him and you still want him. You can't lie to me. If you didn't care, then you wouldn't care. You keep it moving. You keep it pushing. You go on to somebody new. You haven't. I watched those live streams where you would call him on the phone and you were flirting with him, Chantal. Every time you heard his voice, your face would light up. You'd smile. Today you are watching his live streams just to get a peek at him. Girl, you are infatuated with this man. You are enchanted by him. So stop lying to yourself. You can sit there and tell the audience, oh, I think he's ugly now. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're just angry because you spent so much money on him and so much time. And even after all of that, you can't own him. You can't own people, Chantal. No matter how much money you spend on them, they will never belong to you, and you are not entitled to another human soul. Never.
The fog is wearing off, and I hate him more. I honestly fucking hate him.
And the opposite side to that coin is love. There's hate and then there's love. Although in your case, there's hate and then there's need because you don't really love anybody. You need people. You want to create a system of need and codependency because by doing that, you can control them or try to control them. And that's what you've been trying to do with Natter for over a year. And this whole tug of war between you and Natter that you've carried on publicly has reached absolutely insane, ridiculous levels, and it needs to stop. It really needs to stop for the sake of all of our sanity, the people that watch you, the people that react to you, for your own sanity. Like you're running in circles for what? You're never going to get what you want. Even if Dee Dee is not in the picture, Natter still wouldn't be with you. You say, oh, she stole my man. You can't steal a person. People go where they want to go. They're going to be with who they want to be with. A person is not a material possession, you see. They go where they like. If Natter did not want Dee Dee, he wouldn't be with Dee Dee. He wouldn't spend time around her, wouldn't be living in her house. But even if Dee Dee were not a person in the picture, he still wouldn't want you. He's not in love with you. He never has been. He's always been in love with your money. He made that extremely obvious. It's just you who got it all fucked up in your head. And you went into areas in your head that really you shouldn't have gone in. Turning into this emotional thing of which it was not.
Right now, he's such a piece of shit. He's stupid for trying to trigger you when he's the one who broke probation. No, I don't give that fucking hoe any attention, Alyssa. She's desperate for it, obviously. She looks hella stupid in there, like the only one talking loud. Like you could just tell she's a loudmouth in real life.
Like you?
Fuck, close your big fucking gappy mouth. Jesus. Bitch, I'd rather be fat. I can lose weight and still have a pretty face. Anyway.
Well, you think that your weight is the only problem. Sad as it is, your abundance of weight is the least of your problems. You got a list of health problems underneath the skin that you need to address. But you've also got issues in your head that also need to be addressed. You think it's all about physical beauty, Foodie. It's about what's going on inside of you. And whatever's going on outside of you physically, as far as your looks, it's a non-issue. But you've got a lot of internal issues that make you an ugly person. You got an ugly inside, you know? You got an ugly soul. You got an ugly heart. You got a messed up brain. You're narcissistic. You are selfish. You're self-centered. You got that entitled, rotten child attitude. Those things guarantee that you'll be forever alone. And until you address those things, wherever you go, whoever you hang out with, those things will always be there getting in your way, preventing you from being happy alone or with somebody.
Anyways, and so, yeah. This guy has the fucking nerve to look right at the camera and be like, do I ever lie to you guys? Yeah. You lie to your two people every fucking day. You're the biggest liar. Let the police know they intimidated you into dropping charges and used you to lie and say you were mentally ill at the time. That's witness intimidation on Dee Dee's part, and she can get in a lot of trouble. Like they even show the text where she's like, just stick to the plan. Like, you're so stupid. Modern martial art, I told you.
That is a slippery slope you're walking, Foodie. Because you've done many live streams where you contradicted yourself. And you've even said on live stream, and this might be easy to find because the reaction channels or Kiwi Farms or something, you even claim that you exaggerated the claims of deviant SA. Do you know how serious that is? Do you? So you're looking for ways to become more powerful and control the situation and control matter and be the victor. But due to all of your lying and confessing that you lied, you're walking that slippery slope because you can't really hurt Natter without hurting yourself. And anybody who talks to you for 5 minutes will figure out real quick you're a liar and can't trust anything you say. Anybody that's asking you direct questions, they're going to figure out there's no credibility here. There's no honesty. There's no sincerity. And you won't have much of a case.
Don't be mouthy with PC or I'll block you. I didn't want him to. I didn't want to, like, what I initially wanted to do was for him not to be in trouble for it so that we could be together. But it doesn't work that way.
So you want to go to the cops, file charges or something to scare him, and then go back to the cops and say, just kidding. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't use the legal system to be vindictive against someone just because you're hurting and you're bitter and you just want to exact revenge. You shouldn't do that. That's not what the legal system is for. It's for people who've been done wrong in a criminal way and they want justice. The legal system should not be used when you're having a relationship spat and you want to cause the other person pain.
So I literally had to lie. You know. I know, Mia. So was I, Alyssa.
Okay, so she's laughing. She's laughing at a time like this. She thinks it's funny. This feels very performative.
Anyways, did I ever block you, Alyssa? I don't even remember. I think I did. Make it bitchy. Chill? No. I cannot chill. Okay, I'm not chill. I look like Kit Kat's picture, but dark. Oh my god. I was joking. What does it say? I want this all out. Hey, excuse me. Child, not chill? I fucking swear, man. This guy is the biggest coward ever. I called to tell him off so many times and he doesn't answer. I would fucking rip him a new asshole. Like, really? You're gonna, what? You're gonna charge me? Like, I'd really like to hear this. I would really, really like. So are you, Rosalina? You've been here. You were here last time sending $2. You fucking cheap ass loser. Get out of here. Probably another fucking one who wants to suck his balls. Good luck with that.
Oh, so that's nice, Foodie. While you're sitting here raging at 3 a.m., you're going to put down people that send you super chats just because they're not big enough. Let me tell you something. The amount of money that you spend on food and green and weeks before payday arrives, you're over there bitching and complaining about, oh, I got to take out a payday loan and I'm broke and I can't go to Starbucks. I would think that any money is good money for you. So even at 3 o'clock in the morning, here's this entitled attitude. I'm entitled to not just your money for nothing, but I'm entitled to lots of it. 38 years old, and you still have not grown up out of that brat phase in your life.
Telling your man you're blocked or unblocked. What? Oh, child equals child? Rosa is definitely curly. It's so true. Curly is like trying hard, man. Trying hard. $2 hoe. Get out of here. Oh my god. Remember the rule.
So if it's 3 o'clock in the morning where Foodie is, and she says she's going to get up early in the morning to go to the police station, she's not going to get much sleep if she stays up and does this crap.
I can't sleep. No. She doesn't make sense half the time. Half the time. Fucking try 75% or more. Oh my god. Forgetting these people even were born. Ugh. They don't even deserve to be acknowledged.
Then why are you acknowledging them?
I'm putting it in the block words list. You can bet it.
So you're going to put him in the blocked words list, but the person who talks the most about Natter is you. The one who mentions him the most is you. So are you going to block the word Natter out of your mouth too? Because I really think you need to start there.
A Julian Gypsy. I will be. Can you keep the burnt lasagna up? Three dots are fucking all fucking. Anyway, snatchy. I'm gonna go to bed, I guess. Yes. It's 3 a.m. I know. But I gotta be up. And I'm getting up the minute his fucking probation officer enters the premises. I'll be there with receipts. He wants to fucking play that game with me. I've protected you from shit for a long time. You want to threaten legal action against me for what? Messaging you and you won't block me? Okay. The fucking judge will literally tell you to block me and go away. Or no, he's probably gonna print that stupid email that doesn't even spell my last name properly. And guess what? If you send me a cease and desist letter that you Googled, I am just going to rip it up right in your fucking face and tell you to bring me to court. So do something, bitch. Do something. You need to worry about your case with May because you really have bigger fish to fry. Because in a month, you probably won't even be here. You freaking abusive monster, piece of crap. Anyways.
I don't know what's going to happen with the May case. If there was wrong done to May, I hope that she gets justice. But she's right. If there is a court case happening on August the 3rd, that's where Natter's head should be, not on engaging with Foodie. But all three of these knuckleheads should block each other and be done with this crap. Be absolutely done. Maybe part of the reason why Foodie is so manic to see Natter right now is because she's thinking if something does happen to him and he does go to jail, she'll never be able to see him again. So she wants to see him before that happens. She wants to get one last Natter fix, and he's not letting that happen. I don't know. I don't know what's going on over there because there's so much bad acting between these three morons. Again, it's hard to tell what's real and what's not real, what's fake, what's fiction. You just don't know. Are there elements of truth woven in? If so, where are they and what are they? Because it all just blurs together. But if you're not careful, Foodie, you might be in jail right next to Natter with your own charges because it's stalking and so forth. But if you think going to his probation officer is going to get anything good, you're wrong. Or are you operating under the point of view that if I can't have him, then no one's going to have him? If I have to put him in jail to get him away from Dee Dee, so be it. I wouldn't put it past you to have that way of thinking. And if that did happen, if you sent him to jail or he went to jail, then you would consider that a victory. You're just that twisted that in order to control someone and to own someone, you'll actually put them in jail. I can easily see you being that kind of person.
He doesn't keep you blocked. He acts like you're literally harassing him. Seriously. They act like I'm harassing them and they talk shit about me on their live streams. So you can't afford. Oh no, but Debbie probably can. And guess who he's using at the moment? Guess who his new dump truck is? Dee Dee. So she's probably gonna fucking get to the ATM or whatever, fork over the cash. Because he's full of shit, Alyssa. What he acts like on camera is not who he is. He's a fucking lying piece of crap. Dee Dee bankrolling. You should recover every bit of contact from now on. It was weird how he went away from the camera all quiet to answer the phone call from you. He looked so surprised when I was like freaking out on him. Why is Dee Dee doing this? Probably because she's a fucking simp in love with his stupid ass. I don't know.
You mean like you were and still are?
Now that I've been away from him for so long,
Oh, please.
and I'm just left with a lot of anger, I cannot see at all what I saw in him To me, he looks like a scrawny praying mantis right now. Like he just looks like he's withering away. Like he's not attractive to me at all. Like I'm done. Like Lauren, he's just everything that you are going through is your own karma. All of it.
And the same could be said about you. You've gone through life hurting numerous people, manipulating and lying to numerous people, being vengeful and wrathful, even getting on live stream and talking about people from your past in horrible ways that those people, they're not even thinking about you right now. You're telling horrible stories about anyone and everyone you've ever met. So the way I see it, Natter is your karma for all the wrong you've done, for all the people you've hurt. He is your karma. He is your walking, talking, controlling, manipulating, narcissistic reflection. Everything about Natter you hate is a trait that you yourself possess. And you've had and you've used to hurt others. It's a lesson in life that you should be learning, but you're not learning from. You wanted it, you paid for it. Are you not happy with your purchase? Too bad, you can't refund. You bought it, even though you bought it, it doesn't belong to you. Will never belong to you. Didi or no Didi, it's never going to be yours.
So eat it up, pal. I don't know, Alyssa. Come and eat your apple. Yeah, you sound like a Clydesdale. You like sounding like a Clydesdale? You eat an apple, you friggin'. That fucking apple in her, Nadine, come eat your apple. He's full of shit. He is Agathon. My room rearranging? It's kind of weird because, like, people to civil court for that. You, Stanley. Like, they show receipts that totally incriminate themselves. Stick to the plan. Mm-hmm. He can't afford to piss me off because that's how he is, Agathon. He's a dumb idiot. He doesn't realize that, like, I don't know.
And you know what Natter can do? He could easily pull up his phone and go to his probation officer and show him the log of calls. You calling 20, 30, 40, 50 times a day, 100 times a day, all the missed calls, and show a pattern of your behavior. That's what he could do. I don't know what other receipts he and Didi have, but you've certainly given them plenty of stuff to show. So if he wants to show his probation officer what kind of a person you are, he's got all kinds of stuff, Chantal, to show that you're off your rock or you are unhinged right now. You are a scorned woman on a rampage, out to do as much damage as possible. And any normal person looking at that would go, yeah, I agree. This person is on a rampage. They're on a warpath. I see that too. You know, you're trying to paint yourself the victim. You may get away with that on YouTube to your VIBs, but people who are not VIBs are not going to buy your act.
whatever. Because I'm the one pissing him off right now.
You want that, though. You want to make him angry. For you, any attention is good attention. You just want attention. You have a history of purposely doing things just to get a reaction out of Natter. You don't care if it makes him angry. You don't care if he calls you on the phone screaming at you. You'll sit there and purposely say things in live streams just to make him call you, just so you could hear the sound of his voice. And yet you don't understand that the more you show that ugly side to yourself, the vengeful, wrathful, I will take things to the umpteenth degree side, you make yourself less attractive to him. You cement in his mind, this is a woman I do not want to be with full time because she is a monster. She's a tsunami of stress that I don't want to deal with. Notice that Dee Dee is submissive to Natter. You know, she hasn't gotten online and roasted him. She's not gone online and gone full fury on him, but you have. Every time you act up, you push yourself further away from the object of your affection. You're both too much alike. You're both control freaks. You're narcissistic. You're both egotistical. You're both entitled. You can't have two narcissists in the same relationship. It just doesn't work. There's only a spotlight for one at a time. Somebody's got to take a back seat to someone if they're a narcissist. So even if the two of you got into a relationship, how are you going to share the same spotlight? You can't, because you both want to be in the spotlight by yourselves, getting all the attention. And you seem to have a problem with attention. You can't get enough. You want someone to be at your beck and call and giving you attention all the time, no excuses. That's exhausting and draining to be around someone like that. But you don't care. You want what you want.
Work in the morning, make that money so you can fund a bum. Nasty queen, exactly. Precisely. White diamond snowflakes. He wants to play that game. I can definitely go tomorrow first thing. I haven't been on a road trip in a while anyways. I know exactly who his probation.
It's interesting she uses that language. Oh, he wants to play this game. So is that what this is to you, Chantal? A game? You're playing to win and you refuse to lose? You've already lost. And now, madam, you put yourself in a corner. You put yourself in a big corner where if you make the wrong move, you can risk going to jail or putting him in jail. And if you put him in jail or you cause him any kind of legal stress, he's not going to talk to you again, ever. Not going to spend any time around you, ever. So you're not going to come out the victor. You're just not. You can't lie to me. You still want Natter. You still care about him, but the more you push him, the more you push things, the further away you push him away from you. And I'm not saying that is a bad thing. It is. The two of you need to be separated by whatever means necessary, I guess. But if you're looking to control him doing this, it's never going to happen. You're just going to push him further away. I think that would be a good thing for the two of you to be away from each other. And it just seems like it's not going to happen unless something extreme happens and you are pushing things in that direction and you won't stop. because it bothers you that he's with Dee Dee and he's not with you. You're looking at things from the perspective of, I've spent thousands of dollars on Natter, and I filmed his videos, and I did his thumbnails, and I bought his groceries, and I bought his food, and I paid his rent, and I paid his bills. I paid for everything. He should belong to me. If you do things for a person, you should do them out of the goodness of your heart. That's true generosity. Not because you're looking for some kind of mental or physical leverage, not because you're doing it for the sake of controlling a person and owning a person. Because if you do things for somebody and your intentions are not pure, if you're doing it because you want something, you're doing it with a negative motive, that can come back and bite you in the butt, and it certainly has with you. You know, you did all those things for Natter, not because you truly loved him, because you were looking for leverage, and you were trying to cement a place in his life so that he would not get rid of you. And it backfired. Absolutely backfired. Because even in the case of a sugar baby and a sugar mama, even a sugar baby sometimes will look at a sugar mama and go, the juice ain't worth the squeeze, man. Too much trouble. Way too much trouble here. Too much stress. I can't handle it. I'm walking away from this. And it sounds like you pushed Natter to that point where he's like, man, yes, I get money from her, but look at all the trouble she brings into my life. Yeah, I think I'm done here. I'm walking away from this, and you just don't want to accept it. That you pushed him to that point. You're at that point now. He wants you to let go, and you're not letting go. And I wish that Natter would block you off his phone and not answer any more of your phone calls, instead of keeping the phone open and answering your calls, because, you know, he's playing with fire. But then again, so are you.
Officer is, I know where she works because I brought him there many times. And when I wasn't supposed to see him, I have receipts from the hotel that he was at. I mean, like, he can really, literally just, like, F all the way off of this. F all the way off. Oh.
I'm kind of confused about the hotel thing. If she paid for the room, then how would Natter be connected? It's not his name on the receipt. He didn't pay for it. So how could she prove that he was there?
Sorry. She has a membership still. Why not type in the chat? Yeah. Come on, biatch. It's so funny. Natter's a city boy. Look what up in the dictionary, Yomi? Oh, city boy? Wow. Debbie Dahmer. You need a restraining order on her. I should sleep now to get up early. Yep.
So I do agree with this comment made by Alyssa in the chat. She says, you stop mentioning him, the channel goes away, especially with how he treats his audience. Yeah, why not let him go the way of Roman? You know, Roman was in Foodie's world for 5 minutes, and then Foodie stopped talking about Roman and his channel just died. Why can't she let the same fate happen to Natter? It would be so easy.
God, I hate that name, Deborah. What would you get? I coined it earlier. I would forever call her Debbie Dahmer. It's not, well, plain cheese, I don't know. It's not the police, it's the probation officer. Oh,
You know, just a thought in my head. I'm wondering if she's putting out this live stream tonight saying that she's going to see his probation officer tomorrow because maybe she's hoping that he'll meet her there, like he'll panic and show up there and she'll finally get to see him. I'm just wondering.
Alyssa.
Oh, and it looks like she changed the title of this live too. Interesting. I just now noticed that. I'm tired, y'all. It's late. She changed the title.
I was just like, that's what my community post was. Like, I don't understand either. Where are you going in the morning? I was thinking, Colleen, of going to the probation officer.
Oh, you were thinking about it. So you went from I'm definitely going there to I'm thinking about it. Okay.
Because he wants to play a game and go take legal action. Well, so will I. It's an empty threat. He's broken. Will likely be in jail in a month. And me the whole time. And some other things that happened. I don't know, Alyssa. I mean, maybe they won't even care. Her hair is like Jeffrey's. I know. And the side, she has the same eyebrow jaw, like the same jaw too. About me. I'm sure she'd like to know all the whole truth. Because they're very, very, very strict, Brie. Like, he has to be really honest about everything with her. So, hey, Corpse, no, I'm not okay. I'm stressed the fuck out and pissed off. And you know what, you know what? Maybe it's just all hot air. I don't think he gets drug tested, Bula, no. It's not the same as in the States, I don't think. I'm sure I can come up with something, Bula. Because he was on video at that hotel. So what are the odds? Right? What are the odds? I'm sure I can find proof. I'm sure I have something. I have messages from him communicating with me via those other accounts. I made those fake accounts in order to communicate with him when we weren't allowed to, pretty much. So
And you know how bad this is going to make you look? Nader's got to bring up his phone to his probation officer, showing all the missed calls from you, all the text messages, the fact that you made fake account after fake account just to try to communicate. I mean, there's so much to show your stalkerish behavior. It's going to make you look bad, Foodie, real bad.
so he's just maybe one of them no, but the other one yes. So he's gonna like rat me out for those when please. I know. He doesn't even get that many views anymore. It's like maybe like 200.
That's because his cooking is trash and he treats his audience like crap. And all he does is rage anymore.
But he abused me physically.
Oh, shut up.
So maybe he wants another trial on his hands.
That would be a bad idea for you, considering how much footage there is out there on YouTube where you are saying all these things and then taking it back, or it didn't happen. That would turn out badly for you, but go ahead if you feel you need to. It's just that, again, things could turn sideways real fast on you, Foodie.
He fucking deserves it, quite frankly, honestly. The least of what this scumbag deserves. I protected him so bad. Yeah, I know, Yumi. And, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
So that's it for this live stream. Sorry there was no introduction, y'all, but this is something I felt that Foodie would get rid of.
Queen.
I'm surprised
I
it's still
cannot
up.
sleep.
Let's see if there's any comments. Okay. Made in England says, last week you were desperately trying to lure him into a hotel in Montreal, taking him a week care package and wanting to send an Uber to pick him up. All of this is kicking off because you didn't get your way again. Yes, precisely that. She took the tactic of setting out a honeypot, thinking he would just take her up on her offer. That's why she spent all that money on the hotel and everything else. And he never showed up. I'm sure she's angry about that, spending all that money, and her plan did not work. And she's lashing out. Trainwreck Lover says, you might want to think this through. You dropped the charges from which the protective order stemmed from. Then you got on a public platform and said that you intentionally lied to the police. For this, you could be charged with a crime, oath or no oath. So yeah, scooter yourself right in there. Yep, they can press charges for that, for her lying. Kat says you booked a motel and lured him into by promising cash and drugs, knowing well he's not supposed to see you. And now it's something you think should be reported. By the way, no one will care. You have no concept of right or wrong, just whatever suits you at the given moment. Yeah, she's an entitled toddler. You know, give me my toys and my birthday cake, or I'm going to throw a temper tantrum. Purple Spirit says he isn't your problem anymore. Move on. So much negative energy. Yeah, and that negative energy is turning everybody off. And this is supposed to be her work, her business. Well, this is bad for business, Foodie. It's not a good look. And a lot of people are turning away from this crap. You're giving the reaction channels a lot of your viewers just because they can't take this crap full strength. Fupa Fart says, OMG, I would pay to be in the room when she shows up at his probation officer and is like, here's a receipt of a hotel I paid for, and he was there when I was trying to accuse him of SA. The probation officer is going to be like, what? Exactly. So here's the guy that's supposed to be the abuser of you. You've accused this guy of DV and SA, and you paid for a hotel. You paid for several motels. I mean, that just looks off. It looks very off. Suzanne Sylvia says you didn't hold back to protect him. You retracted what you said to be with him. Chantal, everything you do is self-serving. Absolutely true. Sadie Morgan says, LMAO, you changed the title of the video. Yeah, you ain't going anywhere, Chinny. Can't wait to watch you lose in court. Yeah, she changed the title of the video while I was reacting. She's a coward. She ain't gonna go anywhere. She just wanted to get his attention again. She knew that maybe he might see the title of the video, freak out, call her, and that's exactly what she wanted. She wanted his attention. Kimmy K says, you're so jealous. That's all it boils down to. Yep, jealousy, envy, insecurity, wrathfulness. She is the walking seven deadlies, our girl. Doesn't leave any of them out. Christy K says, I'm pretty sure his probation knows all about you. You have been harassing him. Well, I'm sure Natter has had conversations with his probation officer and said, listen, I need to tell you about this chick. She's off the hinge and she might be a problem later. So just be aware of her. I'm sure that Mr. Probation Officer knows you by name, Foodie. Let's see. Emmy says, why are you giving him content by continuing to give them a reaction? He needs to talk about you for views, etc. But you just stop. If you stop mentioning him altogether, what does he have? That's all you need to do, Chantal. It's getting ridiculous at this point and honestly pretty boring. Please stop. For your own mental health, so you can move on. You're keeping yourself stuck. And to be perfectly honest, none of us want to hear about him like ever again, right? The circle is spinning faster and faster, but at the same time, it's going nowhere. We're all feeling like we're stuck on a hamster wheel and we can't get off. But her obsessions are important to her, and she thinks they're important to all of us, and we don't look at the things that she does the same way. Shan says, the fact that you're doing this the week after he refused to go to a hotel with you again makes this very much give scorned woman vibes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sarah T says, the probation officer is going to laugh at you. For the sake of your pride, leave it alone. You're going to look like a huge jerk after lying to the cops, bringing charges out of spite, dropping the charges when you realized it wouldn't help get him back, and admit you lied. You've lost all credibility. You should stop while you're ahead. Well, I would say Foodie's ahead, but she's actually behind. Just a matter of how much behind. Kara J says, going to the police again? You might want to read up on the criminal code before you do. Public mischief, 140. Everyone commits public mischief who, with the intent to mislead, causes a peace officer to enter on or continue an investigation by A, making a false statement that accuses some other person of having committed an offense. B, doing anything intended to cause some other person to be suspected of having committed an offense that the other person has not committed, or to divert suspicion from himself. C, reporting that an offense has been committed when it has not been committed. Or D, reporting or in any other way making it known or causing it to be made known that he or some other person has died when he or that person has not died. Marginal note, punishment. Everyone who commits public mischief, A, is guilty of an indictable offense and liable to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 5 years. B, is guilty of an offense punishable on summary conviction. Yeah, you might want to read up on that, Chantal. You would definitely fall in that category. So those are the comments for the live stream. It's really late. I was hoping to go to bed early, but in Chantal universe, going to bed early sometimes is not an option. But I'm up, so I'm reacting. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this react video. Thank you very much for watching. Please take care of yourselves and have a good day, or morning rather. Take care now. Bye-bye.